Thanks for wanting to learn more about Impact, where you can configure conveyors and automation devices in Microsoft Excel and seamlessly integrate models directly in context within Solidworks. If you haven't watched our How Impact Works video yet, please do before continuing. Here's the URL, but you can find a link to the video below. We are assuming that you understand how this software generally works in the following demo. Now, we're going to show you how easy the software makes it to configure a curve. So, if you want to configure a curve in our Impact software, simply from the summary screen, go to Add New Device. There is our drop-down list of available options, and we scroll down until we reach Curve. It's highlighted in green, so we see that we have the curve. We click OK. This brings up our utility screen to configure a curve. The first screen you will see on any utility is looking for a user description name specific to your application. Simply type in any name that makes sense to you. We'll call this Test Curve 90 for 90 degrees. And for this demo, we will configure a 90-degree curve that can handle a 240 by 240 pallet. The angle in this case is 90 degrees. That's what we want. Then it's going to ask the drive type for both sides of the curve. You can always click on the question mark for help and more explanation. Let's configure this curve to be slave-driven. We make this an external drive, so we'll select EXT. Whenever we do external, we default to a drive position of 187 millimeters. That's where the shaft is on the conveyor we're driving from. That can be longer, it cannot be shorter, however. 187 is as short as it can possibly be. Side 2, we will make our return side. And once we define that criteria, we're ready to create and insert the curve into our model. So we simply select Create and Insert into our Solidworks model. It asks us to either select a location in the model or it's going to try and place it on the model origin. We can just say OK. It quickly creates the curve right in the Solidworks environment. We can then pre-orientate it just a little bit, and this is where the drive position comes into play. My drive position, you'll remember, is 187 millimeters from this end. So now I can take that curve, drop it into place, and you can see that the drive portion of it lines right up with the shaft I have in place on the conveyor. So now I'm able to drive the belt on this curve off that motor. Please notice the snap to mating. We did this in order to make the fastest modeling environment possible. If we switch back to the summary sheet in Excel, you'll see we now have that curve with the exact part number and pricing required for the application. You can either add more using the method I just showed you, or if you want to create more of the same exact units in SolidWorks, you can just copy the curve, pre-orientate it so the return side is on the side I'd like, snap that into place. If I keep going, I can configure myself a nice loop, quick and easy. When going back to the summary sheet, you can click on Count Parts in SolidWorks, and this will ensure your model and summary sheet stay up to date. And of course, with Impact, all of our part numbers and pricing are 100% accurate and up to date. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we conveyed how Impact can save you valuable time and allow you to customize with ease. Want some more information on Impact? Head to glideline.com/impact.